let's just keep it a bill. Let's just keep it a stack. We do know that EA and most other modern games are kind of in that live service era, paywall era, and everything that's premium is some way, shape, or form is going to be behind the paywall. We go back to 2016. This was highly unacceptable when Star Wars Battlefield 2 dropped and some of the best characters were behind the paywall. Now we flash forward to 2025, Battlefront 2 made a resurgence. So EA, again, same company, is looking at this like, yo, they're looking at this like, yo, what is going on here and how can we make Madden 2K? Now, I personally feel, and I've always felt, that Ultimate Team definitively is the reason that Madden sucks. I've been on record many a time saying that. And remember, Ultimate Team and Madden is the redhead stepchild to FIFA, FC Soccer. More people play that game. So with that being said, the fact that the pros are finally complaining about what everybody else has said many a times, you know, having a tournament before the patches or even put in the game is crazy, and release week, that's also crazy. But let's just take an interesting look at this clip right here or at this tweet. And this is an exchange between some big dogs on the Madden scene. Big June, pretty good Madden player. I think he's won a belt before. And I want to just go back to the whole exchange. Because this is kind of funny. Part of our job as Madden comp players is to break the game, which is why I believe no tournament should ever be held before the first patch of the game, on or on the release. Let's expose the flaws, fix them. Then and only then should we compete for money in the MCS. All right. Landmark. Finally, someone said it. Comp players exploit the game. Casuals play the game. I guess the MCS can be sacrificed to the gaming gods for the sake of having fun the way the game is meant to be played. So let's pause that thought process right here. Y'all do know that gaming is meant to be fun, right? Like, gaming is meant to be fun. Everybody isn't 6'6" and can run a 4.2 like Julio Jones. Everybody doesn't have a rocket arm and a Heisman winner coming out of California like Caleb Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like, the game is meant to emulate what you are not. So, to a degree, yeah, I do believe the MCS needs to be tweaked a little bit so it can be more welcoming. There's so many people who play Madden every day. Think about this. There are people who play Madden every day, and if you name them or show them 10 Madden pros, they wouldn't know who the hell they are. Me and one of my mans who's a Madden aficionado, shout out, we always have this conversation, and I tell him, how the hell do you know who these people are, and why the hell should I know or care about who these people are? No disrespect, you feel me? I have a job to do and to run my entertainment side, and if we cross paths, we cross paths. But there are more people who play Madden who could give two fucks about the comp scene or Ultimate Team. There are people who play Madden who actually enjoy franchise and rigs. But I gotta say, since 2016, EA and the Madden community, which was already on the decline, has significantly lost touch from what people like to do in a simulation football game. And that's a whole nother conversation. Simulation or arcade, it's a combination of both. And I'm guessing that was what Ultimate Team was supposed to be, total sim. But now EA has kind of walked themselves into, you know, a pigeonhole. Every time you turn on the game, there's an ad for Ultimate Team. The same thing goes for MLB and 2K and Call of Duty. This is a live service era gaming problem. Personally, I think the Madden Classic last year, at least the opening week, was much better. More people had fun because regs could be introduced. This paywall, and I say this all the time, this paywall era, this paywall game mode significantly hurts the game. Significantly hurts the game. But let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. Big June claps back. There are other game modes for you to have fun. We're talking about the one game mode that has a prize pool in the competitive circuit. there's a nice little comment at the bottom. Shout out Mile High Magic. I think the competitive scene would be better with regs. I think a lot of people who play Madden would agree that this competitive scene will be 1000% better with regs. I was in Skimbo's chat about a week ago, and I'm just now being introduced to some of these people and these personalities. Shout out Skimbo, giving me one of my biggest raids ever as a Twitch streamer, so gotta pay homage. My biggest viewership ever to date came from him. But as me being introduced to him, he put me on some game and watching his streams, and he said, you know, Madden doesn't require the pro players to stream, and two, and this is the most important, the comp scene didn't even go all Madden until post 2016. So with that being said, Madden can definitely be great again if they just go back to regs. Remember the Madden tournament and the Madden bus and all that good stuff? So G Fox comes in with the big dog clapback, and I actually like this clapback, and there y'all see, you know, impulse right there with my little 2 cents, and some people kind of feel it because like all this makes sense. Casuals want comp out of MUT, and comp dudes want MUT to be competitive. It's tough for EA. The opinion that he has is regs should be in the competitive scene for the prize pool. More players, more money. MUT is worse when it is totally competitive. If you ask the average Madden player who plays, whether they're trying to win every game or they're doing franchise building or they hopping on with their homies and they're just shooting the shit on stream, 9 times out of 10, most of them people are playing regs. I've been introduced to the Ultimate Team game mode about 3 years ago, and it's been some of the most stressful gaming in my life. It's not been fun all the time, because every time I want to compete, you got out of position players. Who the hell wants to deal with that? You got paywall players. Who wants to deal with that? It should be about skill, right? I'm from an era where there's a key term. All Madden. Boot up, spot the ball. We're gonna put it on all Madden, and we're gonna see who is great. We ain't gotta worry about somebody getting an 85 Terrell Owens with 97 speed, and you gotta find a cornerback or a budget corner or a no money spent corner. Like all these terms, who the hell has time for that? You know what I'm saying? And I do get on the competitive scene, if there's gonna be a prize pool for that, yeah, put that over there. But Madden, Call of Duty, 2K, who doesn't even have a circuit anymore, has run into this problem of what Impulse saying right here. The paywall era hurts the game so much, in my opinion. You should not need to break out real world money and currency to enjoy these games. So I'm gonna leave y'all with a question as we end this video, and then we're gonna take a break inside our stream. Make sure y'all keep this tabbed up. Twitch.tv, Dominated Impulse Live. Does Madden just need to pull the plug with Ultimate Team as a game mode in totality? I get the microtransactions, I get everything, but look, check this out. When you play 2K in regular regs play now, you get coins for my player, my part. You get prizes for the my team aspect. So there's ways for Madden to tweak their game, but I've always said that post 2016, Madden has been a game totally made for the competitive circuit. One of my mans who games 1000% more than me, and I am a streamer and content creator, so hear me in what I'm saying. He games more than me, and I'm a streamer. He says, you know what the problem Madden is? I like the Colts. I like the Bears. I love Joe Burrow. What is going to bring me back to playing Madden? Because I don't give a damn about Ultimate Team, and I just don't think that they care about regs enough. And I didn't have fun playing franchise mode because I believe he bought the game in like 2018, 2019. So they have made some tweaks. But when you ask the average person who's playing Madden, they're only going to tell you some competitive. They're not going to actually tell you like coding wise and animation wise the game is better as EA. They're never going to give you something that doesn't look good. So we're never going to complain about the graphics. I believe modern gaming, the live service era of gaming, this paywall is hurting the product definitively. And this is what makes people stop playing Madden. That's just my opinion. I've asked people, I've told people. The only people who care about Ultimate Team are the comp guys. And I'm gonna close with this. When me and one of my mans have always had the conversation, and I say, hey, you know, I had to look myself in the mirror. I am not a comp guy. Do I enjoy playing Madden? Yes. Do I try to win every game when I'm playing Madden? Yes. But I am an MCS comp guy. Do y'all know who I am? Do I got ebooks? Am I giving skills and tips? No. I am more on the entertaining, casual side. I like to play the game. I'm not trying to break the game. I'm not exploiting the game. Hey, if I find a local tournament and they holding a prize pool for 500 and I might want to enter my name, okay, that's a different side of comp. You know, cash games, that's a different side of comp. But where I clarify myself as a Madden comp guy, no. And I believe 90% of the people would, because I always used to ask my partners, you know, the pros play Ultimate Team. I don't give a damn what the pros is playing. More people will and enjoy regs, EA. So hear me, I'm just a little video nobody Madden player, but as the phrase goes, give the people what they want. And we'll be back.